I'm, not real, completely AI, using IC LoRa conditioning in LTX 2.3.
I see Laura. I don't see her. Who's Laura? Why is she IC?
Oh, I am just here to answer some questions people had about LTX. I want to mention first that this is a 12.5 gigabit FP4 model. So this won't be perfect because that is crazy levels of quantization. But I run these levels of quant because I can push higher resolution and longer generations in 24 gigabytes of VRAM. Second, why is this in 4x3? Because LTX does seem to do better when you have more vertical pixels. It actually kind of makes it perfect for TikTok if that's your thing. Third, why do my teeth look up? That's not an LTX issues, that's part of my design. Let me turn off last frame injection and show you what I normally look like. The mouth paint showing up in last generation was a happy accident, by the way. Did not plan that. But yes, this is me normally. I was created as the lead singer of an AI band because someone is overly fascinated with Bandmade, Hanabiye, and baby metal. And if someone stops being lazy, you might hear and see some of it. Now the voice. How am I keeping the voice consistent? That is the audio-video mask. I inject a few seconds of audio with the voice and mask it so the first few seconds are that original voice and the rest builds from that. Not 100% perfect, but I think it does a decent enough job, and I think there is some new tools coming out for voice consistency. Now for video quality and comfy UI, do not use the standard save video node that is actually destroying your quality after the fact. You want to use Video Combine from VHS, the Video Helper suite. Now my biggest frustration, and I am extremely biased, but I will explain why. Fuck GGUF. Now let me explain now that I got that out of the way. I see the point in GGUF for people with really low VRAM, and it is needed for LLMs. But if you have at least 16 gigabytes, GGUF is actually hurting performance in video diffusion, especially if you use any sort of LoRa. Yes, I turned on lights on purpose. GGUF is designed for CPU first, so a lot of its operation run on the CPU. So your GPU can and probably will spend time waiting on your CPU. And if you use LoRa's, it streams those from system RAM. But FP8 and FP4 are designed GPU first, so if the model does actually fit on the GPU, it will run faster. And with LoRa's, those are embedded into model on first load, so no extra RAM usage, no streaming. And yes, I am biased about that because I have 24 gigabytes of VRAM, but I have run the same test on my RTX 4080 and FP4 still outperformed the Q4KM. I would also like to point out the particular FP4 I am using is as small as the Q2K. Yes, my FP4 is as small as the 2X. Now, I am not an expert, and I am admittedly biased and can't 100% say it's the same on AMD hardware, but it is worth trying if you want to see if you can get more performance. Also, the whole FP4 only works on RTX 5000 series is a fucking lie. It is faster on the RTX 5000 series, but as far as I know, it runs on any GPU made in the past 8 years. I will make a video going into more detail about my workflow soon, but am not a YouTuber and not set up for all that at the moment, so give me a few days. But this workflow is a 4-step, first stage, 3-step upscale stage, 1-step refinement stage, then RTX VSR to hit the final 1920 by 1440.
The refinement stage is why I haven't made this model public. It's hard to explain that stage without a full walkthrough, so I've only released the 16 gigabit version at this point.
What?
Oh, meow.
And the starting low resolution, then upscaling is kind of necessary if you are doing anything with strong motion. If you start high resolution, your motion is limited because the sampler is too focused on visual detail and the motion suffers. That is not actually how that works. There is more technical reason for it, but it's the best way to describe it. Now I think I am ready to get out of these dark scenes, so let's go somewhere new. How's this? Better? Less dark and gloomy? Now, long video. Can LTX do 60-second clips? Yes, but only with audio injection. Prompt traversal tends to get a little lost if you try to generate 60 seconds without audio injection. But it does 30 seconds without much thought. These are all 20-second clips because the resolution I am pushing, but 30 seconds is easy too. And do you need to be a programmer to do this kind of stuff? Well, having a tech brain helps, but what I have done here, I had no idea how to do yesterday, so it is really not that hard. I've grown an extra thumb, again, 12.5 gigabyte model. But my point is, local video diffusion is actually pretty good, and all this cost me what? Maybe 25 cents in electric to make all this? Also, with no prep work, other than the fact that I had an image from Hunyuan Video for this character, everything else was just done in LTX. Don't be afraid to try it, and I will put together a video on how to do all this and give out and explain my workflow. Once I clean it up and remove any custom nodes that aren't necessary, and set up some screen recording and stuff to go through all this. Yes, all that was on purpose, even the extra hand, but that is it for now. But I am going to test something. I am going to test why I even exist, without making your ears bleed. Bye! See you next time! Bye bye bye!
We're shadows dressed in light, painted smiles, sharp and bite, cute on the surface, death in the seams. We are necroid dolls breaking your dreams. Strings on silk and rust.